Hey everyone, Krista Moser here, designer of the Creative Grid 60-degree diamond ruler and its new little sibling, the 60-degree diamond mini ruler. It's a 4.5-inch diamond with a lot of possibilities, including all the cuts to make the quilt behind me. This is one of my latest patterns, Bumblebee Blossoms, and what I'm going to show you is everything used to make this quilt can be done with this one ruler. So what we have here, triangle cuts that we can do from 4.5 to 1.5, you see here. Diamond cuts from 1.5 to 4.5 here. We've got some hexagon cuts coming in from the side, so 1.5 up to 4.5-inch hexagons. And then if you use the ruler to cut this way, you'll get parallelograms from 1.5 to 4.5, or trapezoids. We have strips cut from the middle section, trapezoids. So for a little ruler, it's got a lot of possibilities. Let's get started. For the leaf blocks, I'm going to use a 3.5-inch strip and cut 3.5-inch diamonds. So I'm going to trim my end off, lining up the ruler with the edge of the strip. And trim my end off here. Got my 3.5-inch line and the edge of the ruler here. Now I've got my cut, my first cut. Moving on, I can now line up my 3.5-inch diamond line with my fresh cut end. And I'm going to take that flat tip and remove the little piece of fabric. That will make it a lot easier to get piecing accuracy during assembly. And then moving it down. These are going to be used for the leaf blocks. One more cut. Couple of leaves. So the background from those leaves is also cut from a 3.5-inch strip here. Just got my background white. Now these are triangles. And from here, I'm going to lay the ruler down. I've got my 3.5-inch triangle edge and the flat tip on the other side. And I'm just going to trim here and here. And that gets me 3.5-inch triangles. And the nice thing about these is it's already got a flat tip. Now to get a second set of triangles, I'll just turn the ruler. I've got my 3.5-inch line against the other edge. And trim. And here I have a leaf and 2 triangles, and that creates a larger triangle unit or a leaf block. Now, because I talked about that flat tip, this is going to be really, really key. When you go to piece, that flat tip gives you your perfect matchup point. So your 1/4 inch is always accurate. Let me show you some cuts from the flower fabrics. Here we have 2 strips sewn together. This equals 4.5 across. And what I'm going to use is my triangle lines down the middle here, a 4.5-inch line. Pull that apart, and I can cut my little corner off there. The other side, same story. Now, my triangle has 3 flat tips. Turn the ruler, my 4.5-inch line. And get my little tips off. Another triangle with 3 flat tips. You take these triangles and you'll put them together. 6 of them creates the center of the flower. Get their outside edge pieces. Got some darker strips here. We're going to do trapezoids from this one. So where I'm lining it up, the 4.5-inch triangle line across the bottom, the 2-inch starburr line across the top. I'm just going to cut here and here and there again. Anytime I can remove those little flat tips, that helps with the piecing. There's a trapezoid. Get the reverse of it. Lining up my 4.5-inch line Taking my tips off. So these two trapezoids, these two triangles, this creates the scalloped edge around that flower. Here I've got 6 of them sewn together with their background blocks, and this gets a whole bloom. Some of the other things that we can do, like the background cuts. Here I have a background white strip. I'm just going to use the end of the ruler to trim it off at a 60-degree angle. Just like that. That gets me started. Here I am in the 2.5-inch diamond bracket to get some of my background pieces. Flat tip. 2.5-inch triangles. That's already got its flat tip. If I wanted to do a parallelogram from this, then I would just take the ruler this way. This gets me a 4.5-inch parallelogram. That's used in one of the B blocks. So go this way, where I can, the flat tip. This will give me 2 mirror image parallelograms, just like that. Talk about versatile. There you go. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget, all Creative Grids rulers have the grip on the back side. It's manufactured that way, so they don't slide around, which makes cutting angles really easy.